how's everyone doing? This is JJ Domination again, and we have Aaron in the building. And no, I'm not restarting after that burp. How are you doing?
Sorry, fellas. Doing good, man. How's your day?
It's going pretty good. So we got some football news, just not about the NFL. So there's a new league called the.
What?
I know.
Off now, immediately.
Oh man, yeah, man. Really? What?
Okay, we just got the views. We already got paid.
Why would someone try to compete with the NFL? Well, it's called the. What is it even called? The Alliance of American Football. It's a weird name,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing it next season. I already got my papers.
Whatever you say there. Oh my God, that's a shitty name.
I want to know that. Like, I need to know how every team got meant to be. What happened?
I don't know, but we'll talk more about it. But yeah, the AAF, for those that don't know, it's like another football league. It's kind of like an alternative in a way. There's 8 teams. Atlanta has one. Michael Vick was supposed to be the offensive coordinator, but he pulled out the day before.
Why?
I don't know, but they could have used him. Just look at the score from their last game.
Could he have, dude? Can he play if he wanted to, Loki?
I guess so, but I don't think they offered him to play. They offered him to be a coordinator.
Badass. You know that. To see Mike Vick in action again, that would be cool. What if Colin goes, bro? I don't even care if we're on the podcast. I'm having fun. Okay.
I mean, hey, what if Johnny Manziel gets in that bitch? Hey, that'd be fun, though. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be fun. I mean, we already see players like Trent Richardson.
What's been going on with that? I haven't seen a headline on him since he had one bad game. Just saying. Not to be a dick, but literally. One bad game and all the...
I mean, his overall stats aren't looking so good. I think that comeback and, that pipe dream just needs to end. I'm sorry. I think the only reason they blew it up was because it was his first game. They're always going to look at the first game. But this may not be the case with the AAF. Apparently, it drew 2.9 million viewers, and it outviewed the Saturday night NBA game on ABC between the Thunder and the Rockets.
That's hard to do. That's really watch teams.
That's your statement right there, because the Thunder and Rockets, I mean, they're not just two sorry teams. I mean, those are playoff caliber teams in the West.
And a lot happened in that game.
Absolutely. I mean, the Thunder came back from a 26-point deficit to win the game. Paul George with 47 points and Westbrook with a triple-double. Hey, I had to let them know everything that happened. And then Russell Westbrook clamped down on James Harden on the final possession and made the layup over him. Okay, now we're back. So the AAF, it's an alternative league. There's 8 teams. There's a couple of different rules. Some to speed up the game and some just to make sure your eyes don't come unglued. Aaron, you want to talk about the rules a little bit? Or the differences?
JJ, we talked about this. And, you're asking the wrong one. I'm just kidding. So some of the stuff, one of my favorite things about it is, how, this is the main thing I want to talk about, and you got the other one, so, okay. How, whenever they're officiating something, you can listen in to make sure nothing's going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? To make sure no cheating's happening, or that's the way I think of it, personally.
No rigging, potentially.
Yeah, and I truly, I think you were, I don't know if this was you before I just say something about you that isn't true, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to use you as an example. You or somebody was talking about how now the NFL is going to try to steal it or something like that. And
yeah, that was me, because...
But I like it, though. I low-key like it. I think they should steal it. I'm just being honest.
I mean, they did with that sky cam that everyone thought was theirs with the XFL. So, yeah.
That lasted, 2 months before people got tired of the sky cam?
Hey, the XFL was the innovators. Shoot down the messenger.
Oh, not, bro.
But yeah, absolutely. I do love the fact that people can listen in. some of the other rule changes, no extra points. Gotta go for 2. So you better drop your best plays for those 2-point conversions. And no kickoffs either. It's a way to speed up the game. You start at the 25-yard line. That takes away already. I think it's the same 15.
I like that.
And let's see.
How many people per roster?
I'm not sure yet. Like I said, there's some stuff we're not sure on yet, like the playoffs, the roster. But what we do know about people on the roster, it's former NFL and Canadian Football League players. And same thing with executives and coaches. They're also from like the NCAA, the NFL, and the CFL. So it's basically alumni from different places that have created the alliance. And
fight?
No, but there was a vicious, brutal, would have ended up on Roger Goodell's commissioner exempt list type of hit that went viral. I mean, I'm just being, dude, if you hit Tom Brady like that, you're going to prison. I'm sorry.
If you hit anybody like that, you're going to prison in the NFL.
Yeah, but I said him because he's only 41. You gotta keep that in mind.
Wow.
No, I'm not talking shit on Tom Brady. I'm just being honest. Chris Jones barely touched the guy, and this other dude just brutalized San Antonio's quarterback. Or whoever's it was. I can't even remember what team it was.
And they didn't call foul. That's what I like about this league.
And they let the action, they just let it breathe. They just kept going. Penalties didn't slow down the game by 30 minutes.
That referee was smiling, bro. He sat there and watched that player run into the side of the court.
He was like, hell yeah, that's what my daddy used to do.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I haven't watched the game, I'll be honest. I've seen highlights. But
thanks for being honest with me either, guys.
I mean, but what are your initial thoughts? I mean, how do you view the AAF? And how should others?
That's probably something I'm gonna watch it. That's how I feel about it. That's something I'm probably gonna start watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I watch it Saturday. I'm just gonna put it like that.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be a football, America, throw the ball.
Yeah, it is, bro. That's how it is.
Touchdown, woo. I don't know if it's gonna be that exciting. You know, like every Sunday, get it like a little hard on, ready for your team to either win or lose. Most likely lose.
That's how it is, no matter what. No, I'm just playing. Nah, man. It's just a breath of fresh air. It's something different. It's a different league. It's an alternative, and it's after the Super Bowl, so it feels like we're not missing anything. And regardless of how people feel about the Super Bowl game, hey, it is a different, fresh breath of air that fans should respect and enjoy. Now, I actually have an idea about the AAF and how they should do business with the NFL.
How?
So, think about the NBA, right? And Major League Baseball, for those out there that like baseball and stuff. Alright, so think about both of those leagues. So, in Major League Baseball, they have a lot of ties with different minor leagues. And in the NBA, there's the G League. And those leagues, they all have, like, their appropriate teams and stuff still in the same city. And I'll give you an example, to compare the AAF and the NFL. The Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta team in the AAF. And I'll talk more about that later because that's going to be my example. But the G League, with players on the NBA roster, if your roster's full, you can send those players down to your local G League team. They can play, they can get reps, they can get playing time. And let's say you're a little depleted, you cut some guys, you're injured on the back end, you can bring them in and just call them up from the G League. And there's a two-way contract in the NBA that allows them to play for both the G League and for the team. And I just think it's pretty cool, and I think the AAF should be the G League to NFL's NBA, basically. It should be like a minor league, an established minor league. Your thoughts?
I like it. This is going to be very interesting to see how this goes. That's pretty much what like hard things I have to say about it. Because I mean, Americans have seemed interested in it, and everyone they may just sit down and watch a game, man, together.
Yeah, absolutely. And to use that Atlanta example one more time, I know you're a Falcons fan, so don't like give me a hard time if I say some player's gonna get cut. But let's say, for example, the final 53-man roster, you know, the Falcons, you know, they have all these pass rushers or whatever, and like a young guy that they drafted in the 6th round ends up being cut.
Yeah.
And you want him to probably be on the practice squad, right? But
yeah,
you can send him down to the Atlanta team in the AAF to get reps, to still continue to play, and similar to the NBA, you can call him up at any point in the regular season. And for
awesome.
Yeah, and for players that are injured, like, you can put somebody on IR and use that roster spot to bring one of those guys in.
I like that.
And then also, like, you can like have the draft rights to those players, so that way no one else can touch them. So like, if you guys drafted this 3rd round pick that you guys are very high on, but you don't know where to play him because of your rotation, you can send them down to the AAF, and guess what? The Panthers, Saints, Bucks, they can't touch him because you have his draft rights.
That's awesome.
And I think that would be awesome. Now, I don't know how long term it would work, but for the AAF, I mean, I feel like any partnership and any backing is going to be good. Because they're new.
Yeah, for sure. I like it.
Any final thoughts just overall, like, on the AAF?
I think we hit on everything.
Yeah, I think we have, and just the only thing I'll say is good luck. And listen, I'm not a hater. I want it to work. And I hope that people see it the same way we do. It's just something different.